What does it mean to be transgender? Our next two guests have lived it and processed to the other sex. They join us right now after writing their books, Arin and Katie. And Katie, how has your life transformed itself since the change?
If you would have told me 4 or 5 years ago that I would have ended up where I am today, I would have called you a liar. Just because I thought before I transitioned that, I know it sounds kind of dramatic, but that, no one would love me, no one would care about me, I wasn't going to amount to anything. And once I stopped kidding myself and stayed true to who I am and decided to fight for what I believed in, I became just like everybody else. And more so, I managed to go on and get to a good college and meet good friends and strong friends and get good family bonds and meet amazing people like Arin and his family. And now I get to do great opportunities, like just talking to you, for instance. My life has turned out amazingly, and I have to owe it to the people that have supported me and for my mother and for my will to fight for what I thought was right.
Katie, that's awesome. Arin, you write a lot about bullying. What can we learn through reading your book that can help us help others?
Oh man, there's a lot of things you can do to help others and make them not feel so other. The biggest thing I like to say is you never know what somebody's going through, so don't ever judge a book by its cover. Just like our book, you don't know what's in it besides someone's simply required. So, you don't know what someone's going through or struggling with, so just always be there to support somebody. Like Katie always says, one person's support might mean the matter between life and death, and I think that was the case for both of us. So, if you see someone sitting alone, go sit with them. Things like that can change a person's life, and they really affect others.
Simply saying, I understand, or I am willing to learn more about this. I'm willing to try to understand what you're going through. Just simply saying that sentence can save someone's life. That easy. Saying, I may not understand this, I may not accept it, but I'm willing to try. I'm willing to at least hear what you have to say, can save a person's life. It's like I said, it sounds dramatic, but it's true. It's 100% true for so many people, not just trans people, honestly, for probably everybody. Life is hard. You can't go through it alone. And you just need at least one person or one group of people to be there for you.
Well, given that you've both been through this process, what do you better understand about each other?
It's kind of funny, me and my mom joke about it, but I've been every part of the LGBT community, so I think I definitely understand sexuality and gender and the differences between it. And I really understand different perspectives and looking at the world as a female and looking at the world as a male, and it's really interesting seeing both sides of it. So I think I really have a good grasp on what it means to be a true and authentic person.
Yeah, I don't feel like I know better. I don't know anything more. It's more so than anybody else. It's just that the experiences that I've had, being transgendered has gifted me in a way. When I was young, I thought that this was a curse. I asked myself, what in the world did I do to deserve this? And now that I'm older, I ask myself that same question. What did I deserve to become this person? I know how to treat people. I know not to judge people. I know that everyone is different, and that's okay. Everyone has different religions. Everyone has a different sex, different gender. And I love that. I accept that. I embrace it because of who I am. Not saying that I know I have a better perspective than anybody else. Just I've learned to be completely open and open-minded about different people and to try my best to get everyone on the same page, that there's no such thing as normal. There's no such thing as being different. We're all just people trying our best to get through life, to make it in the world.
Well, you both are making it, and how important is it to have parental support?
I can't begin to tell you how important it is to have your parents' support, and even just one, but I mean, mom or dad, whichever. It is very important to just have that behind you, because I remember when I started transitioning, I told my mom, look, I don't need anything but your support, and that's all I'm gonna need to do this, because without her, I wouldn't be here today. I probably wouldn't be alive if she didn't say, all right, let's do this. So I think it's a matter of life and death for me and probably other individuals out there that have been through the same stuff. If one person's support, and it's really important when that person's your parent, because you know they're the people that hold your hand through life and kind of give you an extra kick. So it's extremely important to have parent support.
I don't know a single parent who would want to see their child go through pain and suffer. You know, I think every single person has felt that feeling of being othered, of being different, going to a party and no one talking to, or wearing something cute and no one appreciating it, everyone not laughing at your jokes. That's that small feeling, that horrible feeling of being the other person, of being the different one, the freak. That's what we felt every day of our lives. Think about that. Every second of your life feeling that way. And now think of your child living like that. That is awful. My mom told me when I came out to her, she said, "Will this make you happy? Can I be sure that if I do this for you, I won't come home to find you dead on the floor?" She was crying. She knew that I needed this, or she was going to lose me. And she did. She put aside her biasm, she put aside her prejudice ideals to support me and love me. And now we are so strong. She is my biggest supporter. We are best friends, and I love my mom to bits and pieces, and she does to me too. So I want parents to think about that, is that this is a real thing, and it's hard. And I don't think any parent wants to see their child go through something hard alone.
Powerful. Arin, Katie, a treasure to talk to you. Thank you for sharing your perspective, your story, and the bravery to help others. Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.